Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be speaking about actions, routines, and habits, how to form new habits, and how to break the bad habits.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. I get asked this question a lot. Clients come to me and ask, how can I form new habits? Please, if I just can form some new habits, I know my life will turn around. And they're right. And I've got great news for them. I do not need to teach you how to form habits. You are one of the best habit-forming creatures on the planet. Yes, yes, the one listening. You are great at forming habits. You don't need any guidance, no training, no ideas, no nothing. The problem is some of the habits that you've formed, that you're really good at forming, are not good habits. That's really the issue. Forming habits is easy. You've been forming habits since you were, 4 months old, 3 months old, 2 days old. What's a habit? Well, it starts with an action, right? We take some action, then we start doing it on a routine basis, and then all of a sudden we just have this habit. We just do it. Whether it's driving to work, we take the same road each time. The way you get dressed, the way you tie your shoes, the way you brush your teeth, the way you take a shower, doesn't matter. They're all habits. The real issue comes down to people have habits that they don't want anymore, and they want to get rid of them, and they want to get new habits. And let's talk about this a little bit. First of all, if you want to form a new habit, you must get rid of something. I want you to view your life as completely full, which it is. Every single one of us has our entire life 100% full. There are no extra minutes, no extra hours, no extra days for us to just put in new habits. Something must go. Maybe it's some sleep. Maybe it's some TV time. Maybe it's some time just sitting on the couch. Maybe it's time just surfing the web. Whatever it is, some habit needs to leave. We need to make room for the new habit. And a real important key here, if you can do it, it's not necessary all the time, but if you can get rid of a habit and replace it with a habit that addresses the same outcome, the same needs, the same desires that the first one is accomplishing, that's a very strong tactic to use. So for example, if you find yourself smoking because it relaxes you, well, taking up meditation would be a good replacement for that. Does that make sense? You're replacing one stress reliever with another stress reliever. Because if you just get rid of the smoking and you haven't addressed a new habit to be introduced to handle that stress, well, guess what? The likelihood is you'll slip back into the old routine, the old habit. You want to replace it with a positive habit. Doesn't always have to work that way, but I suggest if you're removing something that is meeting a need and it's a positive need, then replace it with something that also helps you out with that particular desire and need. Now, a couple things that you're facing that you're pushing against nature. Our brains are not meant for success and fulfillment and happiness. Our brains are here to drive our body, to control the systems that keep our body alive. Now, does that brain want to use energy? No. Does that brain want to go to the gym? No. Does that mind want your body to sit on the couch and just relax and conserve energy? Yes. That's what the brain's built for. So we need to wire the brain for success. We need to wire that brain for fulfillment. So know that you're fighting an uphill battle when it comes to your brain. So let's recap. So we want to get rid of a bad habit, figure out what that habit is, and we're going to find a replacement habit. How do we get the new habit in place? First, we got to start doing some actions. We got to do them over and over and over again. Consistency, over and over and over again. And then those actions start to become what? Routines. Those routines become habits. And if we add some emotional connection to them, that helps. Knowing why we're doing this new habit, this new action, these new routines. That helps us stay on track. Find someone to stay accountable to. You must track and measure until these just become habits. Tell the world what you're doing. Put it on Facebook. I have a photo shoot every 3 months. If I don't keep up with my health and my nutrition, I don't go to the gym and I'm not watching what I'm eating, well, that's going to be a pretty embarrassing photo shoot. Do I want to get in front of the camera every 3 months? No, I don't need to see myself, but it forces me to stick to my routine. And as those routines go on and on and on, and to repeat it, I start to form the good habits. And the ice cream and the cupcakes and the milk duds slowly slip away, and they're replaced with healthy foods. And the fat, that goes away. Forming new habits takes time. It's just done over and over and over. And it will start to stack on itself. There is a compounding effect here. Just stick to it. Get accountable, know your why, and just keep doing it every single day. If you miss a day, get right back on it. Do it again. And a note on this. It is much easier doing it 7 days a week versus doing it Monday through Friday. Trust me on this. 7 days is easy. 5 days is hard. Don't interrupt the consistency. Keep the momentum going. Hopefully that helps. So, question of the day is, what ritual, what habits do you have that no longer serve you? You want to replace those with more empowering habits. Figure out what they are and start that new habit, that new action tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com. And I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners. And if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin. Click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter @ThorConklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.